Hello and welcome to another Division 2 video. Yes, in this video I will fulfill a request I got from a really awesome subscriber from my YouTube channel. He asked me if I can do a guide from this mission here, the bank mission right here on the map, bank headquarters, from the middle part where you have to activate the computer, and for sure I will do this for him. And yeah, I thought it's a little bit boring if I do just the guide for the middle part, so I'll combine it with a combat guide as well. The last combat guide I did, the sound was not optimal, so I tried to do it again, and I tried to be a little bit straight, more to the point. And yeah, I will discuss 4 topics, combat tips. So first of all, the build. I will talk about this right at the beginning. Then second one is positioning and cover. The third one is weak points and explosives. And the fourth one is Blindfire. And yeah, let's get right into the build. I don't present you my build right now, but just it's important because your play style should suit your build as well. So it really matters a lot what you are running, what weapon you run, which distance is best for the weapon, and what gear pieces. As an example here, I have Unstoppable Force on my build right now with the LMG. So for me personally, it's a really good combat strategy to focus a weak NPC, a red one at the beginning, so I get the buff from Unstoppable Force. This is just one example, and yeah, for sure the build should suit your playstyle. It should suit together all in all, so the specialization with the weapons you use and stuff like this. But if you have questions, then just watch my build video or ask it in the comment section down below. So it's really important to choose it wisely and play like your setup is. And yeah, then the skills you should use, I talked about this in my build videos as well. Just in short, I use the Seekers as a little pulse, let's say it like this, and to bring the NPCs out of cover, because you can suppress it pretty easy with the LMGs. So if you like to run LMGs, it's really good to run Seekers as well, because then you can bring them out of cover and you see where they are pretty good. And yeah, it works much better than a pulse in my opinion. And to bring them out of cover, it's also important to have grenades. And if you run out of grenades, you can just choose the standard ones, and then you have even more. As just a little side note for this one here. But let's get right into it right now. So we are already at the section here before we have to activate the computer. So then we'll start a little guide for this part, and for the rest of the video I'll just combine the guide with some more combat tricks and tips. The last one, or the 3 last ones, I haven't talked yet about. So let's get right into here. Then always restock for sure, it's the most important thing, and I will do this even before I start the computer, so I'm ready if they rush me. So then I go just outside here so I can spawn camp them a little bit, throw my Seekers first just to keep them busy, and yet just focus, as I said before, first of all for sure the Rusher. Now I have the buff from Unstoppable Force, then I try to get the more annoying ones like you see right now. So then I'm gonna activate my heal, and then I just focus the heavy. He's pretty much the most important threat right now. I don't care too much about the others. You can kill the red bars anyway pretty fast. They should be not that hard. Armor is already broken. Then there is another Rusher, so try to get him before he rushes up to you and shocks you. And then after you killed him, then just focus the heavy. And if you're done with him, then you should be pretty fine. The time should not be that long. Then the shield guy. The shield guy, actually, if you shoot through the window up there, if you would hit it, you can snipe him as well. So I try always to aim through the window, because then you can land headshots straight away. So you don't destroy the shield, you can land headshots and you can deal serious damage to him. For sure, the shield is now broken, so it's not that hard anymore. Then one guy is rushing in, so always check the minimap as well, that he doesn't disable the laptop. One is rushing outside, it's the Rusher, so reload, take distance, try to shoot the weak point so it gets disrupted. You as well, but doesn't matter that much, so just 20 seconds left. Then I go to the same spot again, there is an NPC inside, so I move inside again. Just a red bar, so it's not too hard. Another red bar. as a rusher out down there, so make ready for the rusher. Can release the seekers as well to stop them a little bit. Try to hit the weak point. And if you are disrupted, disabled, try to go somewhere in cover and just wait until the status effect is over. And yeah, then that's pretty much it for this part here. And usually it works really well, so if you have a build that is not the worst one, I would say, then this part should not be as hard. And this is already it for this part. So then I would say let's continue with the combat tips. The second one I was talking about is positioning and cover. And yeah, positioning, it's really key in this game, so you have to go in cover. You can't face tank more than 2-3 NPCs if they're red bars, and depending on the difficulty level as well, for sure. So it's really important to check the map to see where you can stand, where you can hide, and where you can back up if it's needed. So this is a really important one. And the second one, positioning, as well to this topic, is usually it's better not to go straight in cover if you have a body high cover. I don't know if this is the right word for it. I'll just demonstrate it to you later. So this guy here should not be that much of a problem. Just kill him quickly and go ahead. So usually it can be better if you don't stick on cover. Come on, it's not the best spot as well. I'll show it to you on the next part. And I'll just combine it with the next one. And yeah, I talked about weak points and explosives. So in Division 2, the NPCs have really a lot of weak points you can hit. And they're always red. So the grenadiers, the mechanics, the rushers and stuff like this, they always have weak points. And there's some red things down here as well, explosives and stuff. So try to hit always the weak points on the NPCs and try to hit the explosive to deal a lot of damage without shooting them actually. So it's a little bit faster in total. So there's another one back there. If I would hit, it would be even better. So they start burning and they're disrupted, like me as at the moment as well. And yeah, so really try to focus the weak points all the time. You know it probably as well from the Black Tusk Rushers. They release 2 Seeker drones, and if you can hit the Seeker drones pretty early, about when they are flying over the head of these guys, then you can kill them straight away too. Or the mechanics that release the annoying cars, just try to hit the cars as soon as they get released. They blew up this girl down here as an example, and then they get killed as well. So this is a really important one too. And it's not that easy to demonstrate it right here, but if somebody is rushing you, especially then Blindfire is really ridiculously strong. It's really strong, so don't forget about blind firing. If an NPC is rushing you, then just stick in cover and then blind fire the hell out of it. As you can see right now, it even would work right now, but it's for sure it's not needed at the moment. But for this part here, just continue, kill one after each other, so you don't have the time limit. Just have a look that the president doesn't get killed. And usually, depending on the difficulty level and how many there are, especially on this part when you meet the boss, there are usually 1 or 2 elite snipers, and they hit really hard. So although you have a really high amount of armor on your build, so you're pretty tanky, like the one I'm running now, and I'm really happy with this build, to be honest. 260k armor, so that's quite insane, I would say, and for sure with unstoppable force, that's really insane to run. So I like this build really a lot, I can tell you. I haven't made a build video yet, but if you're interested, just leave a comment down below. It's not that much different to my previous one, but for sure I had to do this build based on the pieces I got so far. So this was really just, yeah, I put together from the pieces I had, and actually it works really well. So on this part here, I think shouldn't be not that much of a problem. This is my preferred spot. So usually if the mechanic places a turret, I always try to kill him or the turret, because the turret actually deals a ton of damage. And yeah, don't underestimate the turret from the mechanics. They deal quite a lot of damage. But if you killed them once or destroyed the turret once, it should be not that much of a problem anymore. And the last point I haven't talked about is to the positioning and the cover you use. I can show it to you later. There's a red thing as well, so you can disrupt them. As you can see, then you can make it pretty fast. So really, weak points, explosives are one of the most important things to have a look at. Definitely. And yeah, I sometimes really forget to use my skills, and I don't know why, because they don't run that smooth anymore as in Division 1. I don't like them too much anymore, and I think they, with all honesty, they fucked them up pretty hard right now, so the skills are not that fun anymore, and they made them even worse with the last patch. So especially, or as one example, the cam launcher was one of my favorite skills, but with the recent changes they nerfed them pretty hard as one example, and the usability is much lower as well. So it's quite clunky right now, and I so often shot heals to the NPCs or the enemy players. It's quite insane. So bring them out if they cover. Stay in cover there, then throw the grenade. Just wait until the circle gets red, then you know he hits the NPC. This is important, or really good to know as well. Yeah, but I think they really nerfed the cam launcher too hard. I don't know if it was intended or if they really thought they made it easier to use, but it's so annoying to use right now. No, don't go down, don't go up. And that's what shall I say? This is the reason why I changed my build here as well, or the skill. So now I changed it to the repair drone. Works pretty well. The repair drone has a not that long of a cooldown. It has a duration from 3 minutes if I remember right, so quite long. And the healing is not too bad. So don't underestimate it. Probably some of you may ask why I don't use the revive hive. Me personally, I don't like the revive hive that much, just because it doesn't work all the time. And yeah, if you get revived and the NPCs doesn't stop shooting at you, could be that you get killed anyway. This is one of the main reasons. So I don't want to get used to the hive, because usually if you know, okay, I still have the revive hive, so it doesn't matter if I push a little bit more, then you train yourself to play or act a little more stupid, in my opinion. So this is one reason as well why I don't run the revive hive that often, to be honest. So I don't want to get used to a stupid behavior from my side. Because usually if I see people running the revive hive, then they just start playing pretty dumb, I would say sometimes. So they rush pretty hard, they expect, yeah, it doesn't matter if I go down, I have the revive hive, and this is one of the main reasons. So the last thing I can show you pretty early, after the 2 sniper girls spawn up there in the window, like right now. So then it's for sure important to have the right weapon. I can't aim that well on console with the LMG on a longer distance, so that's why I usually have an assault rifle, or even better a sniper, to kill these guys up there. And yeah, this is my main focus right now, because as I said, they hit pretty hard, and if the boss rushes you up here and the sniper shoots you as well, and you don't pay attention to him, then yeah, you get killed pretty soon or pretty fast. So that's why I just focused, that was the wrong button, to be honest. I just wanted to release the Seeker and not the Repair Hive right now. But that's the main reason why I focus here the sniper first. So he's down now. The boss spawns. For the start from the boss, I just wait out here. Doesn't matter too much. I try to deal as much damage as possible to weaken up his armor as much as possible. If I have to reload, then for sure always go back down. Pretty annoying, his nades. They're gonna disrupt you pretty hard. You can't aim that good anymore. Doesn't matter too much. Yeah, but then really just focus the boss until you see that there is a rusher spawning. Then you have to focus the rusher. But so far, I don't see anybody else. What we can do right now, kill the purple to get the buff. Try to kill him at least. If he goes in cover, then just focus the boss even more. And we will really try, or you will really try is to weaken up his armor, so that you can deal damage to his body before he rushes you up here. That's the most important thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't rush that hard as it usually does, but they're not always the same kind of NPCs as well. And yeah, it's RNG. I like it quite a lot, so it's not expectable as before. Yeah, okay, it's done already. Then I'm just gonna demonstrate it in here. So usually it's better not to stick in cover. You can't do it right here, unfortunately, but aim around the corner. So this is really an important thing as well. And then the advantage is you can deal damage to the NPCs, but they don't, except the car for sure, but they can hit you if you have the right angle. So this is a really good strategy. If you have played survival in the Division 1, this was a really important strategy as well. So if you're used to this, then you have a really huge advantage in my opinion. Then there's an explosive again. You can kill them much faster if you hit explosive, as you can see right now. And I play a little more defense than usually. I don't want to mess it up right now when I'm gonna demonstrate or do a guide for sure. And then yeah, the last guys should be not that much of a problem. But as I said on this part here, first of all the sniper's up there, and then just focus the boss. Ignore all the other NPCs, ignore the cars, whatever. It's not as much of a problem as the boss if he rusts you back there. And yeah, I usually just stand always back there so I can back in if it's needed. And yeah, this is it already for the guide. So I do really hope it was useful for you. I do really hope you enjoyed the guide, the gameplay. Thanks a lot for your time watching, really appreciate it a lot. Thanks a lot for your likes, your comments down below, your thumbs up, helps me a ton. And yeah, appreciate you a lot. Wish you a great fun farming the shit out of the Division 2. Hope you enjoyed the new update. See you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.